Alrighty, guys. So, for those who don't know, I've been doing this challenge. It's called the Undercover Billionaire. You can watch the TV show on Hulu, but basically it's about a billionaire who feels like that he can't become a billionaire again. So what he does is he goes out and he starts a business all over again from scratch. Well, I think with $300 in his pocket, $100 in his pocket, and try to build another $1 million business by the end of, I believe, either 60 or 90 days. I can't remember which one it was. I think it's 3 months, so I'm gonna say 90 days. So I watched that watched that TV show, got inspired, started a business to help me buy my dream car, Corvette C6. Worked on my credit, and right now, guys, I'm explaining to you everything that I did, how I got my credit kind of right, you know what I'm saying, like how it kind of improved, and why Navy Federal canceled my credit card, because it was the first credit card I ever had. I had it for like 5 years. It has a $1,000 credit limit on it. I really didn't use it that much until I went to Miami. I started using it in Miami, and then I got back, and I forgot I had this letter on why they say I was canceling it. Even though I ripped it up, I'm gonna try to read it again, guys. So let me put the puzzle together and read it. But before I read it, let me just give you guys like a timeline of like my credit. So, and I got screenshots. I know you guys like the screenshots. Alrighty, guys, so before I went off to Miami, because we went to Miami, when did we go to Miami, guys? That's a good thing. When did we go to Miami? We went to Miami July 9th, right? So let me get a timeline of the credit. Because I couldn't, July 9th. August 1st, April 27th. Okay, so, yeah, my credit score always went up and down. Because I didn't know that much about credit. Probably like you guys are, well, let me just see you guys how I was raised. My mom had a whole bunch of credit cards. All of them maxed out, I can't learn, no offense, but I can't learn credit from her. And then my father, he was terrified of credit. He always used to say, oh, you got cash, cash is king. That's true, cash is king, but credit kind of gets you through the door, bro. Like, you can have all the cash in the world, but people don't know where you got it from or your credit history. They don't want to hear you. Because you can go to a dealership with a huge down payment for the car, but like, if your credit score is low, you're going to pay a crap ton of money for that car, or they're not going to give you the car anyways. So, I'm gonna give you guys the whole entire rundown of everything, actually. I might even log into my Capital One app. So, so we went out of town July 7th. My credit score on June 8th, it went from a 516 to a 453. You guys might be asking, oh, why your credit score went down so much? Cause I had my just paid off my car. So a lot of people don't know, when you pay off your car, your credit score goes down. Paid off my car. It was a time I was kind of like didn't have as much money as I kind of hoped, so I was kind of like struggling with my credit. So I had credit cards with I only had one credit card at the time. I had a Capital One credit card before this, but I maxed it out. They canceled it for me. So I had two credit card companies cancel on me. I had Capital One the first time cancel on me, and now I had Navy Federal cancel on me. I didn't understand how to properly use credit. So I paid off my car. They canceled my previous Capital One card, and then my Navy Federal, I kind of had like a $1,000 limit on it, and I kind of I ain't gonna lie, I don't be abiding by that 30% utilization rate. I know, guys. Now I know. But like back then, I didn't. Like, I'll max some of it out. I'm like, you know what, I'll just pay it off. As long as I'm paying off, I'm good. No, do not do that, guys. I always stay under 30%. Even right now, on some of my credit cards, I'll probably talk about it in the next video, I'm still over 30%. But I'm working on it, guys. I'll talk about it later on, probably in the next video. But yeah, I'll tell you why I kind of use it. I kind of use my credit cards now as like a front, or as like a loan that I loan myself. So that way I can have my equity, or like my capital, to be working and generating more money, while my credit cards handle the load of what I need to pay, what I need to do. At the end of every month, I just use the profit from my money working to pay off the credit card. I try to like stay under that. But if I keep going over the credit utilization rate, I have to keep pulling more money from my savings, or from my money working and capturing other dollars. It kind of messes up that dynamic. 'Cause I always think about it as like soldiers. When you send your soldiers out there, aka your dollars out there, you want them to go out there, conquer, and bring back stuff. So that's what you want your dollars to do. You don't want your dollars to be sitting. That's another problem I had, right? My family prioritized savings instead of actually having equity and stuff, and having like now my father kind of understands it a little bit more, and he kind of do that. But like my mom, she has the idea to do it, but not the right space to do it, if that kind of makes sense, guys. My dad, he does it, but he kind of does it like the archaic way. He like, invest in the S&P 500, you're good. So like, and he's not wrong. Like, he's not wrong, but like that's kind of like the old way of like doing everything. So my credit score June 8th, 2024. It was, my old score was 516, and it dropped all the way down to 453. I don't know if you guys can. It's kind of bright. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, so it dropped 63 points. It wasn't prioritizing my credit utilization rate. I had my Capital One card canceled on me. I also had my my card paid off. So it's kind of like a win-win. Like, I had my card paid off, but like it tanked my credit, So that was before the Miami trip. Or like, yeah, that was before the Miami trip. So before I went to Miami trip, I had started the air freshener business. I was like, I need to also be working on my credit and my business credit. So I downloaded a couple apps. I downloaded Kick and I downloaded Self. I'm gonna talk about those in a separate video. I probably do one by one. I probably do one video about Kick, one video about Self, and then I probably do like another like review, Kick versus Self. So I did that while I left out of town, signed up for it. And also, tolls and student loans. I want to talk about that as well too. Guys, I know you guys probably don't want to pay your student loans, but please pay your student loans, because when you pay your student loans, it affects your credit and it makes your credit look better. When you don't pay your student loans, it hits your credit negatively, right? I talked about the student loans. So I pay my student loans, and let me show you guys the other stuff. So when I got back from Miami, my credit score, because I had that Kick and Self also, now my credit score had went up to 563. Because remember, guys, it was already at 453. So my basically it kind of went up like over 100. It went up, over 100 some points. Even back since April 27th, man, I had bad credit. Like back then, it was 489. So yeah, so it was just crazy. So I got back from Miami. When I got back from Miami, so guys, let me tell you this, right? You probably saw it on my last video, but like when I went to Miami, maxed out the credit cards, came back to I came back to Texas, paid off my credit card, but then I went out one day and tried to use my card. Card didn't work. I'm like, why my card doesn't work? Turns out it's canceled. I had got this letter in the mail. I'm gonna read the letter, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, it says, statement of credit denial, termination, or change. It says, my bad, guys. Let's see if I can get it right here. It says a review of our records indicate that you are above reference credit cards is about to expire. Please be advised that your credit card will not be reissued and your account will be closed. This decision was made based on the reasoning listed below. You will still be obligated to repay the remaining balance, if any. So guys, they were like, hey man, even if you owe us money still on that card, we're gonna need that money back. So they canceled it. They said that, they let it expire, which I'm glad. I'm glad they didn't cancel it while I was out in Miami, because that would have been horrible. But they canceled it, when I was back, because they didn't cancel it, but they let it expire, and they didn't decide to renew it. If that's that right, they didn't renew it. Basically, they didn't renew my credit. So y'all probably that's why he didn't. That's probably why they didn't renew the credit, because he can't talk. But yeah, so let me finish the rest on that. It says, so guys, I'm reading this for you guys. I do want you guys to understand like what's going on. It says, I'm gonna read the reasons. It says serious delinquency and public records or collection filed. Yes, I ain't gonna hold you guys. Sometimes back then in the past, my credit card would be maxed out and I went like months without paying it, stuff like that. I just didn't have the money. It's kind of around when COVID hit, so that probably made it real bad. Proportion of balance to credit too high on revolving accounts. So I guess my credit balance was too high, so I owed too much money on like the credit. So like probably say, oh Brandon, you have a $1,000 loan on your credit card, because that's what credit is. It's basically a loan. You have $1,000 loan on your credit card. I'll go to like $1,015, $1,020. I kept going over the amount that they gave me, and it took me forever to pay it back. So I guess they was like, man, you know what? Yeah, you out of here, buddy. You cooked. The GGs. Time since delinquency is too recent or unknown. So I guess, it'd be delinquent and I'm paying it back. And portions of loan balances to loan amounts is too high. So yeah, so my balance would be too high. Like I said earlier, I'm going over my credit utilization rate. So like, to give me $1,000, I probably spend like $1,030, stuff like that. And the credit card company do not like that. All right. Even if you pay it off like right after, they still don't like you using like 100% of your credit or going over your credit amount. Eventually, if you keep doing it, let's say you keep using over 30% of your credit, eventually they'll probably like extend your credit line, but or they might do you how you did me. But it depends on how much money you make and how often you make payments on your account. So if you're just not making payments accounts, trust you believe they will not give you more credit. But now if you're making those payments on time, stuff like that, and even though you're going over the amount, they might extend he's paying it. We probably just need like a little bit more room to navigate. So let me read the second half. It says, our decision was based on a whole. Dang, they came together and got rid of me, bro. That's crazy. They formed the Avengers to get rid of me. It says, our decision was based in a whole or in part of information obtained. You have the right under a Fair Credit Reporting Act to know that the reporting consumer agency, yada, 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 he said the reporting agencies play no part in our decisions. Information contained in your credit file at the consumer reporting agency. You also have the right to a free copy, to figure out why they canceled it. And then you have the right to dispute it. So I can dispute the credit information, I can say but they still canceling my card. But I can just dispute some of the charges. You can dispute any charge, right? It's just up to the person who's disputing it with to either cancel it or scratch it from the record and stuff like that. So guys, look right here. It says your credit score 07, 02, 2024 is 445. That was my credit score, guys. It says score ranges from a low of $334. I said dollars. That's how I know I'm working the restaurant too much. So your credit score ranges from a low 334 to a high 818. And my stuff was at the bare minimum. It was a 445. So, I see words on the back. Okay, I can read this right here too on the back, guys. It says, it's like a puzzle. It says, key factors that adversely affect your credit score are the following: serious delinquencies, time. Okay, I read all this stuff. All right, so yeah, so basically they say, yeah, guys, he's cooked. GG's, get him up out of here. So I said, you know what? I took responsibility in my own hands, and I realized that if my credit's better, my life will be better, guys. I don't care how much money you have. If your credit is not right, nobody want to hear you. Credit is basically your connection to the banking industry, right? Your credit vouches for you. You can be, okay, I ain't gonna say Jeff Bezos, because Jeff Bezos walk into the bank, they don't give him whatever he want. He can have a credit score of 1. They don't give Jeff Bezos wherever he want. But I'm not Jeff Bezos, right? So the banks just want to see you have a good relationship with them. And they use credit cards as that bridge to show, you know, the relationship. So if you go to a car, go buy a house, go buy anything, go get an apartment, whatever, they're going to look at that credit score. They say, hey, do he be on time with his payments? Do he go over the amount? Yada, 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 X, Y, and Z. And unfortunately, I was one of those guys who went over everything, who maxed out their car, who late on payments, all of that, and then some. But now, I'll be on it. So after doing self and kickoff, let me read the... okay, I'm also going to show you guys this too right here, right? On your CreditWise app, if you don't know if you guys have CreditWise or the Capital One app or whatever like that, you can go there and you go to like available credit, right? The average available credit, so the more available credit that you have, the better it will impact your score. So that's why a lot of people have, like, now I have two charge cards and 1 serious credit card. That's for my business. But the 2 charge cards are for emergencies and it's my personal expense, right? So now that I have that, right? So the banking industry or the credit industry want to see you have a huge credit line, but you don't use that much of that credit line. So even though they give you a huge amount of capital to work with, they don't want you to use the full amount or use a huge portion of that capital. So I'm gonna read it right here, guys. This is based on the average, you know, the average. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello?
Hey, baby, are you busy?
Yeah, just doing a YouTube video. What you doing?
Can you send me $5?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, baby.
Do you need more or are you okay?
No, just $5. The food, I had $25 and the food was $28.
I wish you would have told me. I would send you my credit card. Okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay, thank you, baby.
No, thank you, baby. Bye. I'm panicking, guys. I'm panicking. Okay. I'm gonna send her 6 just in case it's like changed or something. I wish you would have told me. My baby ain't got no money. Send baby K. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Whoa. I'm gonna see if she got any money. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so, hey, money, what are you gonna do about it, right? The below average credit range is from $0 to $2,500. So if you have a credit, if all your credit limit comes up to is $2,500, you're below average. You are below average. I didn't know that, chat. I'm thinking, if I got $1,000, you know what I'm saying, you all right. If you got, you know, I didn't know that the more credit you have available affects your credit score. Like, it's kind of like a rig, you know. Oh, you got to get more of us and we're going to improve your credit score. You know, it's like, I really don't like that, but I kind of understand why they're doing that. So, and as you can see, at the time, I'm in the red. See, I'm in the red, so I am below average back then. I think I still might be a little bit M, or I probably just hit average, guys. So below average from $0 to $2,500, right? The average is from $2,500 to $15,000. $15,000? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not up there, but one day I will be. That's average. Good is from 15,000 to 50K. That's good. Excellent is 50K plus. So if you have 50K plus, or at least anywhere between 15 through 50K, oh yeah, you're on the higher upper echelons of the credit score range. That's how you get your other credit cards, like the American Express, yada yada yada, all the other ones, you know, the JP Morgan private client or whatever it's called. So that really opened up my eyes. So that's what made me, cause you know, after they canceled my Navy Federal card, I actually like just sat down and I just did research on credit. Like, how can I build my credit? What can I do? What not to do? You know, what businesses will help me, like legit businesses. Kind of, there's some people who use trade lines. So basically what a trade line is, I'll probably talk about it in another video, but a trade line is just, let's say I have a credit card, right? Because my friend, he does this. He makes a nice little bit of money from it. But so let's say I have a credit card with, and I'm in the excellent range, right? So I have a 50K plus credit card. You, my friend, have a below average credit card with 2,500, you know, available credit on it. Let's say you say, hey Brandon, I want to get, you know, I want to eventually one day have a, you know, a credit score like you. I want to have a credit range like you. So I would just make you an authorized user on my credit card, which is a trade line. So I'll put you on my credit card. You can pay me money, or I can just do it for fun or whatever like that. I put you on my credit card, and now when banks pull up your information, they see that your name's on this account with this $50,000 credit limit on it. So they're like, oh, you have good credit. So you be able to get approved for other credit cards with higher limits. But so banks are kind of smartening up to that. It doesn't work for everybody. Like, there's certain circumstances that it'll work, or like, you know, I know a lot of people like buy a whole bunch of trade lines before they'll get a car, but like dealerships are smart enough that, hey bro, you just spent like $500 to be put on this credit cards, but that doesn't mean that your personal credit is that good. It's kind of like a way to finesse the system, but if they know that you're finessing the system, they're not gonna really approve it. So yeah, that right there. So it was down to a, you know, I already told you it was down to 563. So as of right now, my credit score, drum roll please. Why it sound like I'm clapping cheeks? But my credit score is 600. 600, look. Can you guys see it? See, 6. Alright guys, so my credit score 600, and that's with me doing KickOff and Self. Let's see if I can find how it increased from KickOff and Self. Give me 1 second, guys. It's loading slow, my bad, y'all. Updated October 15th. Below average. See, like, I'm not the proudest, guys, of this, but like, also what affects your credit score is the payments made on time. COVID happened, bro, I was struggling. I'm not even gonna hold you. When COVID first happened, I was struggling. Then later on, I made money. Then I kept the money when I should have been investing in it, you know. So that's my fault. Cause if I would have put the money that I got, cause like, I was working while I was getting unemployment, because I'm in the restaurant industry, so like the businesses were like slowing down, but like the government was still paying people. So like I had like work money, and I also had money from the government. I messed up because I listen, growing up with my dad, you know, he always told me about the importance of having money saved. But like now recently, now we kind of knew about, like my dad, he helps me out a lot, but I kind of knew about this business stuff before him. Like business has always been my passion. Like it's starting to become more passion more than science, and y'all know I love science. But yes, I already knew like how it goes and stuff like that. Um, but I should have had my money invested in cryptos, stock, ETFs, commodities. I should have had my money working for me, but I didn't do that. I had it in savings. I made no money on that. So basically, inflation probably killed all the money that I had. So that's why you always want to keep your money like circulating to help combat inflation. So on my credit history, I made 85 of my payments on time. 85% of my payments on time, which is below average. The average is from 90 to 97. Good is from 98 to 99. The exit is 100%. So I made a total of 180 payments on time out of 212 payments on time. So yeah, that kind of cooked my score as well too. So guys, please just save $25 a month and use that to pay your balance, right? Try not to get a credit card with a high interest rate. I know everybody say that, but please don't get a credit card with a high interest rate, because that $25 is not gonna mean anything to them. Student loans help me out a lot. You just gotta pay them student loans, because if you don't pay your student loans, it's gonna affect negatively on your credit score. Once you start paying it off, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna start reporting to the credit bureaus and agencies and stuff like that you've been doing it. So that's pretty good. Recent inquiries, I try not to have that many inquiries. I just got one inquiry. That was what Capital One. No, I lied. That's what Credit One. The other ones I got, what is it called? Pre-approved. So I didn't really have to. I'm not gonna say how much I have on it. That'd be weird. I don't want to in my pockets like that. But yeah, so right. So I did another inquiry for Credit One. That's my business credit card. New account, but yeah, it says available credit low. Let me show you guys improved. Yeah, it says I have too many credit accounts where you missed at least one payment due date. Yeah, your old credit cards. Yeah, it says your oldest account isn't old enough compared to other people's. So yeah, I gotta work on my credit age, but that comes with time. Other I can go do a trade line, but after the trade line like period, I kicked off of it. So like, what's the whole purpose? Balance sheet, don't have enough experience managing real estate account. Yeah, cause I'm like 12. Let's say the balance of your loans is high compared. Yeah, that is true. Activity. Okay, since I lost. So guys, I'm gonna tell you guys like a hack around the system, right? So since I lost that $1,000 credit card, right? I got KickOff and Self, and they act as, I'm gonna talk about a little bit more. I'm gonna do like a quick little rundown. They act as like a credit building app, but how it works as it kind of works as like a CD. And for those who know, it's like CD stands for certificate of deposit. You can go to your local bank, put down $2,000, $2,500, whatever amount, $3,000, whatever amount. You get a CD, hold it, and I think it's like what 2%, 5%, something like that interest on the account. It grows, but you have to lock it for like a certain amount of time. So basically, it works like that. It works like a CD. So KickOff, I think it's a year. I think Self is like a year and a half. KickOff is I pay $5 a month. Self, I pay $25 a month, and Self it gives me a $750 credit range, and then credit limit, and then I just can't buy anything with the credit. I'm just paying to this credit account, but I can't use the credit, so I can't go out and buy stuff with that $750. KickOff, I pay $5 a month, and it gave me a credit range. I think it's like 550 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so basically, what's that? Let's do some math, guys. 750 plus 550. Okay, so that's 1,300. So more than this. But the bright side I like about it is when you put all that money up into those two, KickOff and Self, you get I think it's like 70% or 60% of your money back at the end of the trial. So in a year, I'll get back all the money. Not all the money, but a nice majority of the money I put in KickOff, and then another year and a half, I get majority of the money that I put into Self. Hey, anytime I can cancel either account, I can cancel either account or pay the whole entire amount to cancel it. That, and then so that kind of really helped out my credit a lot. You know, I'm missing this credit, but what I do recommend for a lot of people, let's say you guys want a credit card with a high limit, but like your credit score is not good enough to get approved of that. What you guys should do, save up the amount of money that you want on that credit card. Like, I know you're probably like, well, if I need a credit card, if I had the cash, I wouldn't need the credit card. Trust you me, you need the credit card. Come here, guys. Come here a little closer. Come here a little closer. You need the credit card, all right? So, take that 2,000, take that 1,500, take that 3,000, take that 4,000, wherever how much you want your credit card to be, take that money and go put it down on a charge card. A charge card is a secure credit card, if I'm not mistaken. Take all that money, put it on the secure credit card. That way, you just spending your money. So when you don't pay it, or like let's say, like God forbid something happen, you can't pay it. It's just your money. Yes, it will still affect your credit card negatively, but like they can't sue you, or not sue you, but really like ding your credit if you don't pay back the money, because you're already invested that money. You know, that's your money that you put up. It's not the bank's money. So the bank's not that much, you know, trying to get their money back, because it's not their money. It's your money that you invested. That way, it's kind of like a loophole around the system. So like you have people who's getting approved for $1,000 cards that have interest rate, but if you go take that $1,000 that you already had and go put it on a secure credit card, you know, it's the same thing, but you just put up your money for it. And so now you have that huge credit line to boost your credit up. So that's kind of like a hack around it, guys. So I recommend that your credit score ass, get you a secure credit card, save up some bread, work a side job, work hobbies, do whatever you got to do. Take that money and put it on that secure credit card, and trust you me, guys, you won't regret it. Yeah, my debt, it says credit usage, it went from 4 to 14%. So that's how you know I'm messing up. But I'm ramping up my business, so I'm spending like a lot more money. But even though that's a no, not to do. Yeah, it says the debt that I owe. So basically, like my loans, my total loans, like increased. Then the new account affected my credit negatively as well too. You know, that put me at 600. History, yeah. So I have the whole. No, not you, Siri. I say history. Yeah, so like, look, guys, I have the whole entire timeline. Like, 7/28/2024, my credit score is 563. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. 2024, my credit score 615. And yeah, so it kind of like hovered around that right there. But guys, 5/20/24. Bro, my credit score was a 489. Atrocious. And then, I guess my lowest one was the other one I showed you earlier. So is that, and then I'm going to show you guys how I did self. Let me see. Let me go back to when it started reporting on my credit. So the KickOff hit my credit account July 4th. And then I see Silhouette, yeah, KickOff July, what's it, July 3rd? Cause, okay, so I guess I got it before I left. Okay, and Silth, I don't know why it took forever for Silth to hit my credit, but you know it did. It hit my credit on August 7th. So those, and let me show you guys how it changed over time. Activity, improve, credit senior, transfer your credit report. Yeah, so on credit cards, I only have like a total debt of $191 on my credit card. So like, you know, KickOff Self, I told you guys about the secure credit card. Now also, a lot of people don't recommend Credit One. I don't recommend Credit One either. It's kind of like a predatory credit card company. Keyword kinda. It just have like a high interest rate and have like an annual fee. I think it's like $75 or $99, one of the two. But I'm just using them as a foothold to get into the door with the other credit card companies. So once I do good with them for a year, you know, I'm gonna start branching out. As far as personal loans, you know, student loans, that's 6,000. I'm trying to find. Let me see. I'll give you a whole entire breakdown. Yeah, it says balance 76, credit one. Yeah, credit one $75. Now, one thing I didn't like about credit one, I'm gonna talk about it in another video. Credit one, bro. As soon as I got the credit card, they charged me $75. Well, that's for the like, I guess like activation, the yearly thing, quote unquote. $40 into KickOff, and yeah, self $456, which is crazy. And student loans, 3,000, other ones too. So yeah, altogether around like almost 7,000, right? I'm trying to find the one on my history, bro. Ain't no history, ain't no mystery in my history. Give me 1 second, guys. No alerts, credit one. Bro, where'd it go? I want to give you guys like the whole entire timeline of everything, bro. When I got it and all this other stuff, but I'm gonna probably have to play around in the app to find it again. Usage inquiries. Credit simulator, no. Credit usage. It says credit usage. You're currently 14 in your total. Oh yeah, okay. It just said talk about credit usage. So I'm in the good range. I don't know if you guys can see it. Cause I only use 14%. I think when I start going to like 31 and 60%, my credit usage is gonna be average, and then when it goes 61 to 100%, usually it's gonna be below average. Where is the timeline, bro? It shouldn't be this complex. Credit usage. Payment history. I probably gotta like come back. I'll probably do another videos, guys. But like, I believe I screenshot it though when it hit my stuff. You know what? I'll probably talk about it in another video when I tell you guys when I first used KickOff myself and like, you know, how I improved my credit since then. But as of right now, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. They canceled my $1,000 credit card. But that's okay. I found a loophole. Got me a charge card. Put, you know, money on that and found a loophole with that. And then, but yeah, always, guys. I know you guys probably don't want to, but like every like in middle of the month, like check your credit score, bro. Like I know we're adults now. Check your credit score. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's kind of been like a longer video than I predicted, but I'll be back with another one probably tomorrow, actually. Or I might upload this tomorrow and record tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? Fingers crossed. But until next time, guys. Peace. Guys, I forgot to show you. Look at it. Guys, I forgot to show you. This is gonna be me cutting up the credit card, guys. Since I don't need it no more. Good.
It's a 2-hand job.
That's what she said. But oh no! Alrighty, guys, give me look. No Diddy, I'm about to put y'all between my legs. I had this card for like what, 9 years? The saga, the circle of life is complete, guys. I'll see you guys on my next video or stream. Who knows? Peace.